time to feel love. Oh, it's time to dream of a Wildcat victory. Oh, it's time for Wildcat Sports Talk. Two fellas who love the Cats, Tim and Adam by name, give their hearts and souls to touch the big blue nation. When they're on the air today, they are a great podcast. They're on the iHeart Network, you know. You can listen to them 3 days a week. They will make your love for the Cats grow. They have great information you seek. It's time for Wildcat Sports Talk now, where Tim and Adam connect you with the big blue.
Welcome in to Wildcat Sports Talk. Let's join Adam Webb and Tim Brandstetter now.
Welcome in to another edition of Wildcat Sports Talk. My name is Adam.
And my name's Tim.
And we've got another great show lined out for you tonight. A couple of guests. And, of course, we got the Harris Way coming up at 8 o'clock. These are our new hours now. We're going to start going live on Tuesday and Thursday because we don't want to compete with Friday Night Football. And we don't want to compete with Monday Night Football. And we don't want to compete with the coaches' shows on Monday night.
That's right.
So you know what? Tuesday, Thursday, perfect. And Wednesday's got church, so we think it's great. And then, of course, we're going to be going live during the pregame shows before every UK football game. Guys, we're going to try to get you through this next couple of hours, talking a little bit about, first of all, Saturday. We got to talk about it. I know we don't want to really talk about it, but look, Saturday happened. There were a lot of good things I think you can take away from Saturday's loss, but I do know in any loss there's going to be some pains.
Yeah, I mean it's not Adam, we went into with a lot of expectations, high expectations. We all wanted to go in, we wanted to have a good showing, and we wanted to pick up a big win to start the season, and it just wasn't what we were looking for. But the mistakes that happened, Adam, they can be fixed, so I think we'll be okay, man.
So we can go over to our guest. Tell them a little bit about this next guest.
Well, guys, we are extremely excited to have our guest on the show tonight. You guys will know her. Everybody in Big Blue Nation knows her. I mean, she needs no introduction, of course, but it's the one and the only Maria Montgomery.
Hi. Hi, guys.
How are you
Thanks
doing?
for having me. How are you?
Hi. Doing great. Doing great. So welcome into Wildcat Sports Talk.
Thank you. I'm honored to be here. It's going to be fun.
Yes, for sure. So let's start, by the way. A lot of folks may or may not know what you do, but if they don't, it's probably because they don't go to a whole lot of games at Rupp. But tell them a little bit about that.
Yeah. So as far as what I do now, with UK at least, I'm the on-court host. So me and Ravi Moss go out during the TV timeouts, so you don't see our portions unless you are there live in living color and Up Arena. But we go out during the TV timeouts to do different sponsored events. So sometimes that's a half-court shot. Sometimes it is just, let's say, the best dressed of the night or whatnot, best dressed fans. So it's a variety of fun things to keep the fans involved into the game and make it a little bit more of a special experience.
Hey, Maria, growing up in Kentucky, I'm sure you're like most of us. And did you grow up a Big Blue fan like the rest of us?
Oh, yeah. I definitely did. My dad taught me how to be a UK fan for sure. We grew up sitting in the rafters, so it's just kind of a crazy life turn of events that I get to be on the floor now. But from a very young age, I had my UK cheerleader uniform on, and he would play basketball in the front yard, and I would cheer for him. So yeah, from day one, I was UK fan. I always say in Kentucky, when you're born, you have to immediately choose red or blue. And so my family definitely raised me the right way.
So you mentioned earlier, about some half-court shots. Talk a little bit about that. I mean, there's been some pretty cool things happen on the floor during halftime.
Yeah, there has been. So goodness, it was probably 2 years ago, I think. We had our first person hit a half-court shot. That was a really neat story because it was a young guy, probably upper 20s. He got pulled out of completely random out of Rep Arena. One of the, I don't know, someone was in charge of picking him. And so he goes to shoot the half court shot, and he makes it nothing but net, super easy. And turns out, we found out afterwards that he was a high school PE teacher that did that all the time for his students. So that was pretty crazy story. So that was Central Bank that time. So they had to pay out $10,000 for this guy that was chosen completely randomly. I'm sorry, actually that was Bud's Gun Shop and Range. And then last year someone else hit it as well, and that was Central Bank. So we've actually had to happen twice. So it's pretty crazy. I think the odds for that are really low, but they did it.
Now, I know, I don't know, how long have you been, how many years have you been doing that, Maria?
I believe 4. I'm pretty sure.
So do you do all the Big Blue Madness as well?
Yes. So
okay.
The first time I did it, obviously the first event was Big Blue Madness, and the job wasn't in existence before. So they created it like kind of for us and threw us in like the guinea pigs. And so Big Blue Madness was my first time doing it. And it was 4 years ago. And it was, I mean, I think I walked out there like deer in headlights. Like, what the heck am I supposed to do here? Because we really didn't have a defined spot for us yet of what exactly we were doing. And we kind of learned the hard way, but we all learned together. It's a live show. So mistakes happen all the time, but I've just learned to laugh at that with the 24,000 people that heard me.
And so I've got to ask you, obviously people that are watching know that you were Miss Kentucky. And I know that had to be pretty nerve wracking to be up in front of all those people at a stage at that level of competition. Was you more nervous doing that, or was you more nervous your first time on the floor at Rep Arena?
Oh goodness. That's a really great question. So for some reason at Miss USA, which was the televised portion that my Miss Kentucky led to, at the time was owned by NBC and Donald Trump. And I always call it like a God experience because I wasn't nervous at all. It was the weirdest thing. I was much more nervous for Miss Kentucky, which was in Murray that year. It's kind of crazy instead of like the actual televised portion. And I was in the top 5, you have to speak. So I had to speak in front of, the whole nation, international actually telecast as well. But so I would have to say probably in front of Rupp. There's something different about it being home and people that kind of know you. I don't know. So it's kind of hard to compare.
So I brought up the Big Blue Madness for a reason. So a couple of years ago was my first ever experience at Big Blue Madness. Now I've done I've been on the floor at several games because I've covered media for years, but I just never actually got to go to Big Blue Madness. And it just so happened to be the year that they had the lanyards that lit up, and I thought that was the coolest thing I believe I've ever seen for a Big Blue Madness event.
That was last year, right?
It was 18, wasn't it?
18, maybe. They all blend. Yes, it was. It was 18.
Yeah.
It wasn't last year. That was really fun. We did that. We've had the Wildcat rappel from the ceiling. I mean, they have had endless things, and that was another thing I grew up admiring Big Blue Madness, and as I got older, and so it was just, that's my favorite part, of course, of the whole year, to get to MC.
For sure. So I had to bring that up because I kept that lanyard, and I thought, man, yes, I did. And the
I
thing
keep all
is,
this stuff too. I'm the same way.
yeah. Well, and the crazy part about it is like, I thought, man, I said, what kind of technology went into that? And here's the thing: if you weren't there, you don't know, but like they could control the lights on those lanyards.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Likewise, we had BBNFX, which is what I could say that's still in my sleep. It's a thing that's an app. And a lot of the talking that we do is also before the game even starts. So at 30 minutes prior, at 12 minutes prior. And so we talk about BBNFX, which is an app that reads, it hears the music in the arena and it flashes your flashlight in response to the music. So it's kind of like a light show, and it's super cool. So they do that for the starting lineup. But yeah, the technology that they use, one time for a couple of years even had a thing that if your face got on the big screen on the Jumbotron, it would send it to you if you signed on to this app too. So like the things that they do during the games are just really impressive. They put a lot of work into it. That team is really, really smart about that stuff.
So in terms of I know that the new renovation project is underway. If you drive down there, they've got it all tore up down there.
Yeah.
Are you excited about that? I mean, how do you foresee that going down? And do you think it'll be a huge improvement to Rupp Arena?
I am excited about it. I'm not excited about losing our parking spots because we parked in the back. We walk in like where Cal walks in and everything. We were quite a bit further back than Cal was, but we had good spots, and but that's okay. So I think it's going to be really exciting. I think it's going to be really modern, and that eating area in the Lexington Center down there has been there since I was a kid and going to games. So it definitely needed renovating, and obviously they've already done a lot of work within Rep itself too. So I'm excited to see it and see how it can. I think we deserve the best, being the team that we are within the country. So I think it's going to be very fitting, and it's going to be great also for recruits to see what we have to offer.
Yeah, for sure. I wanted to ask you because I was just thinking about your job and how cool it is. I mean, me and Adam have both been able to be down on the floor. We've both been, in press room and interview. It's really cool for a fan that grew up a fan to actually be a part of it and be down on the floor. But do you have any like really funny stories, like any interaction with players or Coach Cal or anybody that's just like, wow, like just fun stuff?
Yeah. Goodness, I could go back about tons if I just thought of it before.
Right.
A couple off the top of my head. When I actually did media day interviews, that's how I met Dwayne Peavy, and he and Nathan Schwacker, who hired me for the shop years ago, like years later.
Now, you did an interview. You interviewed the players with your Miss Kentucky sash on, right? Yes. Okay.
Yes, when I was really not good at interviews, so really bad. But I had never done it before, and they just. My hometown newspaper from Danville, Larry Vaught just threw me out there. He was like, "Good luck," and I was like, "Okay." but that was like with Patrick Patterson. He gave me. So they have a funny story. They said that like Larry and the crew were looking for me, and they couldn't find me at one point. And Patrick had me like he gave me an entire tour of like the entire facility, and like they got a good laugh out of that. And Harrelson picked me up and was holding me for some of the pictures that same year. And of course that was Cousins' year too. So he walking in, I remember he made these like bird noise. It was like quiet as can be. Everyone's super business-like. Coach Cal comes in, everyone kind of straightens up. And then Cousins walks in and literally making like these bird noises or something crazy. And everyone started laughing. So that was fun. There's been numerous things. One time I was, this is a couple of years ago, I was going out on the court, and it was an over-under game. And so right before I stepped out, Nathan said, "Hey, make sure you poll the audience too." And I was like, "Cool, got it. No problem." So I walk out and I ask whatever question it was to a student that was playing the over-under game on court with us. And then I paused. And so after I asked the question and I looked at the audience and I was like, "Okay, over-under." And they gave the answer that was correct. And I was just like, "Correct." And so turns out I didn't even let the student answer because I took the audience's answer, which means that whoever the sponsor was had to give this poor kid the winning gift because of me. Because I just gave him the entire answer, and the laugh that Rupp gives when you're on the floor is pretty strong. But
yeah.
I like it. I like to laugh with them, and I think it's, like I said, just part of a live show. But yeah, I have stories galore because we are back there in the back tunnel with the guys. So it's quick passings, but I get to know a lot of them because our dressing room, our like meeting room is right off of where the old payphone room used to be, right down. It's on like our back wall is on the other side of the locker room. So
cool.
I've done crazy. I've even started the game one time and told all of Rep Arena how much I love Friday games, and it was a Saturday night. So it's always fun. So now in the script every day that they always make sure to write, "Hey Maria, it's Saturday." Like every single script now says very clearly what day it is. So.
Yeah, for sure. And when it comes to Rupp, I mean, look, there is no better place to watch a basketball game. Am I right?
I agree. The history behind it and everything about it. As like I said, growing up a Kentucky fan, I admired nothing more than Kentucky cheerleaders too. That was my ultimate dream, and then I passed up the height limit for that in like 6th grade. So, but yeah, it's such a special place for sure with so much history.
So what we always do with every guest that comes on the show, we give you your opportunity to kind of give your spill here, kind of anything you want to say to Big Blue Nation. And here's the other part too, there's a little bit of a special touch to that this year because so much is unknown, right? We don't know what the season's going to hold. We don't know what's going to happen, in terms of fan capacity at Rupp Arena. But either way, if we can get some games in there, I'm sure you'll be there and you'll be ready to cheer, whether it's, get the 6,000 fans going or whether it's, 12,000.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing to keep in mind right now is with the pandemic and everything that we've gone through this year as a country, as a state, as a community, to keep in mind the bigger picture and to keep in mind the positivity. So although let's say for football, we may not have full capacity at Kroger Field, to still remember the importance of what football does. Yes, it's just a sport. Yes, it's just a ball, but how it brings everybody together, brings family and friends together. So even if you end up in your backyard together, okay, that's fine. But still, like what sports does for us, what UK does for us as a community, how it brings us together when there's so many other political things going on to draw us apart is something that we should really be grateful for and really cherish and really not take for granted. And so even if sports season looks a little bit different this year, let's just, stay positive, keep pushing through, do what we have to do to stay safe. And then just remember like how important our family and friends are to us and make sure we soak up every moment with them, even if it's not actually in the field. However, that being said, I'm really hoping that we're all full in Rupp Arena this year. I'm hoping we can get like a lot of progress by the time basketball season starts. So I'd be pretty bummed if we don't get about that. But hopefully, I'm sure
they'll
make progress by then.
I would assume with you being on the floor that there will at least be a sense of normalcy with you down there. There has to be,
so.
Right?
I hope so. Yeah, we'll see.
Awesome. Yeah. So again, Maria, thank you so much for joining us here on Wildcat Sports Talk. Like I said, we love having every guest on, but it's always a unique perspective, especially when you've got somebody that's there for every game on the floor that does what you do. And Robbie Moss, by the way, is one of the coolest dudes on the planet. He's
so much fun. He and I can kind of I know when he's forgetting something, more so he knows when I'm forgetting something. So we work together really well. He's got, a great family, he's a great person. So I'm just so glad to be paired with him.
Well, he's one of the guys that we admire a lot that we haven't had on the show. So send him our number.
I'll do it. I'll text him. No problem.
and also we would love to have you back on sometime, obviously.
Absolutely. I would love to. You guys are doing a great job. So it's an honor to be on.
Well, thank you so much. That means a lot coming from you. So again, thank you and go Big Blue.
Thank you. Go Big Blue.
And so there you go, Maria Montgomery
awesome,
here on
man.
Wildcat Sports
Awesome.
Talk. Doesn't get any better than that. I mean, listen, when it comes to guests that we've had on this show, we try to get everyone. Like we've had. Listen, you go back, we've had baseball players, we've had football players. We've had basketball. We've had, We
had a band member that was known for the flexing.
Yes.
Baseball guys, football guys. Man, we've had coaches.
Former Miss Kentucky now.
Yeah.
You can add that.
Former Miss Kentucky. On-court host for UK men's basketball, man. And, you can tell she really loves the Cats, man. She's not just talking, you know what I mean? She's a Kentucky girl just like we're Kentucky boys, and she loves the Big Blue. And it was just an honor to have her on. That was really cool. It was a treat. I hope everybody enjoyed that.
That's what it's all about. I mean, really, that's what it's all about. She's right. I hope we can get some sort of sense of normalcy back in this climate that we're in right now. I mean, I don't harp on this, but man, it really is starting to drive people crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Man. I'm serious, man. Like we all sense that.
Will we ever be back to normal? That's what everybody's.
The thing is, man, is I want to be able to go to a game, right? And high five the guy sitting next to me that I don't know.
Exactly.
It's all about the camaraderie as a fan, and we really got to get back to that, man. It's going to be tough. It really is.
It's hard to high five 6 feet apart.
It really, really is. So tonight we've got several more guests lined out for you. But first and foremost, tonight, first of all, you got CJ Johnson. He's coming up here in this hour.
Yep.
The Harris Way. Do we know who's coming up on the Harris Way?
Oh, man. It's going to be a treat. I mean, I don't know what people are going to think about this.
I don't know either. And so we'll tell you all about that when we return. Because, I want to...
Yeah.
I want to keep them sitting on the edge of their seat.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're listening to what I've always said is Big Blue Nation's best kept secret. We are Wildcat Sports Talk.
Take you for a ride on my big green tractor. We can go slow or make it go faster.
The following is an advertisement for the storms in your life. Call Brandon Storm at Storm Law Office.
This is Brandon Storm. Sometimes bad things happen to good people. When they do, you deserve to be compensated. If you've been the victim of negligence or been hurt in an accident and you need help getting compensated, contact me, Brandon Storm, at the Storm Law Office.
When you have a storm in your life, see Brandon Storm at Storm Law Office in London or stormlawoffice.com. This is an advertisement.
Main Street Games and Comics is buying your stuff. Pokemon cards, Magic the Gathering cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards. We're talking comics, records, coin collections, Dungeons and Dragons stuff. You name it, they're buying. Head over there, check them out. They're open on Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 5. They're located at 1106 South Main Street in London. Call them up at 606-657-2427. On November 3rd, a storm is coming. Vote Brandon Jackson Storm, Kentucky Senator, District 21. Christian, family, leader, and compassionate advocate are a few terms that describe him. Together, we are strong. Together, we are heard. Together, we lead.
Paid for by Brandon Storm for State Senate.
Hey guys, make sure to check out Runner's Shop Sports, located in Corbin, Kentucky. They have all your bicycle and bicycle repair needs, trophies, uniforms, laser engravings, and more. Just give them a call. Ask for Tommy Smith. That number is 606-523-9943.
Yeah, that's right, Tim. It's Runner's Shop Sports, and they're located in Corbin, Kentucky at 46 Oak Ridge Church Road. You can email them at runnershop99@yahoo.com. Want to take those old records off the shelf? Want to pick up brand new and reissued releases ranging from groups like AC/DC, Led Zeppelin, Kiss, Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson, and more? Yeah, they got all the modern releases as well as locals. Your vinyl destination is White Rabbit Records and Studios. They're located at 202 South Main Street in Corbin, Kentucky. That's right, they're serving the area with music, recordings, and a rehearsal hall for any band. That is White Rabbit Records, located on Main Street in Corbin.
I'm not cured. Just because I put it down for a short period of time, it's going to be forever. I can't say I used to be an addict because I'm always going to be an addict. I kept trying to put things back together with that addiction. I could go a couple days without it. When it got too hard to find the pain pills, I started going to local Narcotics Anonymous meetings, and those people just reached out to me and loved me because I was a runner. And today, I don't run from anything.
To get help now, visit seethesignsky.com.
New York Times best-selling author Andy Andrews is releasing his most exciting book yet.
Until now, the strategies explained in my new book have only been available to a specific few. In fact, I signed contracts with 3 different corporations that kept me from publishing the material. During the past several years, the processes and action plans in this book have been generating absolutely unheard of, measurable results. But by the terms of my agreements, I was not allowed to reveal that these processes and plans even existed until now. Now, I can share and explain the concepts, complete with great stories and eye-popping proof. It's all in the book, The Bottom of the Pool.
The methods in Bottom of the Pool helped Fairway Independent Mortgage go from $5 billion to over $20 billion in just 3 years. Start thinking beyond your boundaries to achieve extraordinary results. Pre-order The Bottom of the Pool by Andy Andrews today.
Woo!
Yeah, boy!
It's terrible.
We are back.
And you know what? Here we are, Wildcat Sports Talk. Thank you guys for tuning in. Oh yeah, wrong one. There. Gonna put up the Twitter handle there.
Yeah.
We'd love to have you guys follow us over on Twitter at Wildcat Sports TK. So we were talking a little bit about Saturday's game, and I know you and I disagree completely on the few things, and I'm just gonna come out and say, first off, how do I say this and be diplomatic about it? All right, so Saturday was a good test in that, you play the number 8 team in the country, right? And you showed up for most of that. And if you don't have those 3 turnovers, I think you got a chance to win the game.
Yeah. You don't have those 3 turnovers,
but the bottom line
and
is
the one touchdown goes our way. I mean,
the bottom line is you can't turn the ball over 3 times. Not in the SEC.
No.
It's just not going to work. And so, but if you do, you need your defense to force turnovers on the other end.
Yeah, and that's the thing, Adam. I was just sitting here thinking, man, I don't think Auburn really forced our turnovers. They were somewhat unforced. I mean, they're fixable. I mean, they shouldn't have happened. I mean, that's what I'm trying to say. They definitely shouldn't have happened. But, man, we've talked about this before. You don't open the season with a non-conference team. You don't open the season with a cupcake, with an automatic win. We open the season with a top 10 team on the road, so they're going to expose all of your problems and your issues, man.
Well, so tonight we're going to open up the phone lines. The number to call to get in on the show, all right? And I'm trying to pull it up, but it's 859-428-8419 is the number to call to get in on the show tonight. We want to hear from you. We want to hear what you've got to say. What's on your heart of hearts? So, what do you want to hear tonight? I mean, that's the big part.
What do I want to hear tonight?
Yeah.
Well, I want to hear some positivity. I want people to call in and say, "Hey, we're not jumping ship because we're 0-1." You know what I mean? Like we're not. I don't want. I want people to let us know, "Hey, I'm still behind the Big Blue Nation, man. I mean, we're still here. We're rooting for the Cats." And, you're going to lose some. You're going to make some mistakes. But I want to hear people say, hey, I'm not ready to bench this guy and fire this guy. Let's just fix the problems and let's just move on.
I agree. I mean, I think that's definitely what you've got to do. So this is horrible. I'm trying to fix this, and it's not working right. So I'm pretty upset about that. All right.
You want to call somebody?
Ooh, that's good. I'm not hearing anything from the ringing. That's awesome.
Well,
Okay, well, I heard that.
Yeah, I hear some ringing.
All right. I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, so let's oh yeah, I need you to give me a number.
Okay. I don't have that number, obviously.
You do.
All right, I'll get that number. You just talk to him.
Marky D, how you doing? BBN all day. You're exactly right. Listen, I miss this guy. We got to get him back on the show.
Marky
soon.
D,
yes.
Yeah, I miss Marky D too, man.
What we got to do though is we got to get him on the show. Actually, here's what is if you like to laugh, you know what I like to laugh about? The fact that Chris Mack is a whiny baby who said that there's not going to be any fans this year, so we can't play Kentucky because that's just not right. We just, listen.
Trying to weasel out of it.
If it were the other way around, we would absolutely play it rough. And we would listen, I will tell you this, Chris Mack. We could play at North Laurel High School and still beat your team.
It don't matter, man. We could play at the outdoor hoops at the Louisville campus. And no Kentucky fans allowed.
Right.
And we're still going to embarrass you.
I mean, one way or the other,
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if there's 800,000 people there.
No.
100,000
would be a lot.
That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people.
That's a lot.
But we would still win with 100,000 people
Exactly.
there.
Exactly.
I mean, dude, here's the thing. I've always said, be a man. Be a man. Don't say, oh, it's something's not fair and we don't want to play you because we can't have our fans here. Deal with it.
Yeah, exactly. I just feel like we're better than that. We know that we're going to. It doesn't matter.
Well, let me ask you as a fan, not as a media person. Let me ask you as a fan, and I want to ask everybody else out there listening right now and watching. So, if your coach, all right, say you're a Kentucky fan and it's Calipari. If your coach tells Duke or North Carolina or Kansas or someone and says, hey, you know what? I'm really not sure about this whole – I know we said we'd play you guys, at our place, and then next year we got to go to your place. But I don't know if it's quite fair, Adam. You know what I mean? Like, what if our coach said, it's not quite fair that we got to play you this year because we're not going to have the advantage of home court fans. Wouldn't you be embarrassed of your coach and your program?
Yeah, you should never say that. I mean, even if you believe that, you should never say it publicly. We got a caller on the line. You there? Hello, you with me?
Hello.
Hey, you there, Kentucky Joe?
Yeah, I'm there.
How you doing?
Pretty good. I tell you, I was thinking about talking football.
Okay.
Tonight. I got I just made a post 42-24 over Ole Miss.
You think?
I think Joey Kaywood's going to play, right? I mean, he's going to. Isn't he going to be allowed to play now?
Well, we're still waiting. The jury's still out on that, but we have a pretty good source that tells us that could be coming down the pike soon. So
it's not official yet.
It's not official, but sit tight, folks. Sit tight.
I'll tell you. Everybody's against Max Duffy trying to make that first down. A couple of blocks there, and then the guy probably breaks it. Really, Max Duffy breaks it.
Yeah, and that's what the coach said, Kentucky Joe, after the game. They asked him about that play, and he said, "Yeah, Max he's allowed. He has the freedom to make that read, and he made that read." And coach says it was the right read, that there was a block that was missed. So you got it right, man.
Tim Beeson, let me take his question here real quick, Kentucky Joe. It says, any news about the reports President and AD were to have a vote upon the interleague transfer rule? Listen, Tim, actually, that's a good question. Mark Stoops addressed that in his interview, his interview yesterday, his press conference, and he said he feels like that a decision on that would come pretty quick.
Really quick, yeah. He said pretty quick, I think.
Yeah.
But he said they are going to do that. I don't know if I think was the question, are they going to do that?
Yeah.
They are going to do that.
I believe they are. So Kentucky Joe, you told me earlier that you had a little something special for us tonight.
I was going to sing it to our young lady there.
Well, she's still watching.
She definitely will see this. So you go ahead
it's going to be a little different song. You never heard Kentucky Joe do this.
Oh, never.
Okay. Is that all right to do something totally different, country style and all that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, change it up. Listen, give us the best you've got, Kentucky Joe, and I'm going to give you an intro too. All right, so you ready for this, ladies and gentlemen? Here on Wildcat Sports Talk is Kentucky Joe.
All right, it's called This Time Is Yours. Every moment, every second in time, our lives are as one. We will dream 1,000 dreams together, and we will lost in a world this time. Will we remember? Will we recall those things that make us want to go to the stars? The sorrows and joys of life make two hearts as one. This time is yours. This time is ours. This time is yours. This time is ours. We will see tomorrow like the new morning. This time we dream, this time we love, two hearts as one. For we will conquer those battles together. This time is yours. This time is ours. This time is yours. This time is ours. That's it.
There we go, Kentucky Joe.
I hope I didn't scare y'all.
So listen, of all the songs that you've done, Kentucky Joe, that might be like, in terms of your vocal quality, that was one of the. I heard some real good vibrato there.
Yeah, and it took a lot of work too to write that.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
I wrote it this afternoon. I get one
no big deal,
of
right?
those moods, guys. And
Oh, he's definitely gifted. I mean, for it just to come to him like that in one day.
Yeah.
And it almost felt like he was singing a love song to Maria.
It really did.
That's what I felt. It felt like there was love in your heart.
No, well, that's what I want to tell you guys. We're very special friends. That's why I wanted to say something about her. She's an excellent coach of these young Miss Kentucky, these junior Miss Kentucky pageant players, and you can check her out on her site and everything. And
oh yeah,
she's very very nice person. You know, very articulate. I mean, her and Larry Vault. I mean, they've been friends of mine. And but no, that was a wonderful interview. And
well, thank you.
She has a lot of stories to tell. I met her at 3 years ago. I met Marie. I think I can say this, Kentucky, near Kentucky Branded, and behind Fayette Mall. And I did my second song. I'm a Willie College time, and
yeah,
it was hilarious. She choreographed it all. It was hilarious. But
yeah,
a very funny lady. Yeah, I mean, she has a lot of stories to tell, and I enjoyed the interview you all had with Murray, and
well, that's
we appreciate
very
that.
nice lady.
We appreciate that. But listen, we got to get to a break here soon, Kentucky Joe.
Yeah, you all got to get going here. It's been a nice night tonight, and thank you all for allowing me to sing.
Hey, thank you,
Hey,
man.
listen,
Tim and Adam.
That's great. Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Hey, so listen, Kentucky Joe there on Wildcat Sports Talk, 859-428-8419. So coming up tonight on the Harris Way, we've got Corey Allman. Now, if you don't know who this is,
some people are not going to recognize that name.
Listen, actually, let's play this game.
Okay.
Without looking it up, I want someone to comment who they think Corey Allman is.
Corey Allman.
And I'm going to trust that you didn't look it up. So the first comment that happens within like the next 30 seconds will be one I trust.
Yeah.
If it happens 10 minutes from now, I'm going to be like, nah, y'all are...
Corey Allman coming on the Harris Way. What is his connection with... I'm going to give him a hint. What is his connection with Rupp Arena?
Okay. What do you... I mean, look, we know what it is.
Yeah, we know.
We know what it is. And I see here that I got a message in that just came in. Yeah. Ooh.
Says Kentucky Louisville on.
Mac Jabs Calipari.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
that's a good one, Tim. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you, Tim. We got our attention.
Yeah, no, I hope you're not overlooking John Dunn. I hope that all of... Listen, I don't know why you Vol fans, a lot of them, not all of you, are so hating against Garantano. Like, look, he's a great quarterback, Tim.
Dude, John Dunn from the Oswald Collins show he's got his back, man. He supports him. He thinks he's doing a good job.
He's a great quarterback.
Yeah.
Like, what? I mean, look, he is who he is. Like, it's kind of the same situation we've got. All right, you're gonna have times where he's gonna turn the ball over. He's gonna do some bad decisions. It's like basically being a Bengals fan when we had Andy Dalton. You know, he's not a horrible quarterback.
No.
He's not an all-star quarterback, but he's not horrible.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
A game manager. You know, I mean. He's getting it done, but, you know, Tennessee football fans are a lot like Kentucky basketball fans.
But listen here, I'm going to love this because, you know, and I appreciate you saying that, John, and I really hope that you don't overlook Kentucky because when we come to Neyland Stadium, we are winning the ball game.
Of course we are.
Did you hear what I just said?
Yeah, we're winning the ball game.
We're winning the ball game. We're ending this reign of orange. It's got to stop.
It has to stop this year. It's going to be a big game for both programs, man. It's going to be huge.
The Wildcats in the finals. Listen, I could go on. We'll talk about that when we get back from the break. But you are not joking. Like, man, we got Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero, Anthony Davis, Rajon Rondo, and let me just tell you, anybody that wants to say, oh, well, you know, maybe Calipari's this and blah, 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 Kentucky. I mean, proof is in the pudding. We got 4 guys in the finals. The next teams that have 2, Arizona and Marquette have 2. That's it. Everyone else has got one.
Right. And Arizona and Marquette, who cares?
Did you see what I just did? I dropped that off my head. Yeah.
Oh, man. But you know what? It definitely makes it fun to watch the playoffs. It makes it a lot of fun with those former Cats out there doing their thing.
Yeah, I know, John Dunn. It has been a long time since 1984, but see, people keep overlooking when we've won, 3 years ago.
I was going to say 2 out of the last 6 years, maybe. Have we not won 2 out of the last 6 or 7 years?
Oh, man, you know what? Butch Jones, they don't count those years.
Oh, that's right.
They don't count those years. Because brick by brick.
Wait, you talking about the years where they didn't win an SEC game?
We're champions of life.
That's right.
That's right. They were champions of life. I forget that. How can you win anything else when you're champions of
nothing else matters?
Dang life,
nothing
you know?
It don't get any better than life.
No, it doesn't. Doesn't at all. But anyway, we love you, John.
Yeah, we do love you.
We'll be back. You are listening to Wildcat Sports Talk.
The following is an advertisement for the storms in your life. Call Brandon Storm at Storm Law Office.
This is Brandon Storm. Sometimes bad things happen to good people. When they do, you deserve to be compensated. If you've been the victim of negligence or been hurt in an accident and you need help getting compensated, contact me, Brandon Storm, at the Storm Law Office.
When you have a storm in your life, see Brandon Storm at Storm Law Office in London or stormlawoffice.com. This is an advertisement.
Main Street Games and Comics is buying your stuff. Pokemon cards, Magic the Gathering cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards. We're talking comics, records, coin collections, Dungeons and Dragons stuff. You name it, they're buying. Head over there, check them out. They're open on Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 5. They're located at 1106 South Main Street in London. Call them up at 606-657-2427. On November 3rd, a storm is coming. Vote Brandon Jackson Storm, Kentucky Senator, District 21. Christian, family, leader, and compassionate advocate are a few terms that describe him. Together, we are strong. Together, we are heard. Together, we lead.
Paid for by Brandon Storm for State Senate.
Hey guys, make sure to check out Runner's Shop Sports, located in Corbin, Kentucky. They have all your bicycle and bicycle repair needs, trophies, uniforms, laser engravings, and more. Just give them a call. Ask for Tommy Smith. That number is 606-523-9943.
Yeah, that's right, Tim. It's Runner's Shop Sports, and they're located in Corbin, Kentucky at 46 Oak Ridge Church Road. You can email them at runnershop99@yahoo.com. Want to take those old records off the shelf? Want to pick up brand new and reissued releases ranging from groups like AC/DC, Led Zeppelin, Kiss, Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson, and more? Yeah, they got all the modern releases as well as locals. Your vinyl destination is White Rabbit Records and Studios. They're located at 202 South Main Street in Corbin, Kentucky. That's right, they're serving the area with music, recordings, and a rehearsal hall for any band. That is White Rabbit Records, located on Main Street in Corbin.
I'm not cured. Just because I put it down for a short period of time, it's going to be forever. I can't say I used to be an addict because I'm always going to be an addict. I kept trying to put things back together with that addiction. I could go a couple days without it. When it got too hard to find the pain pills, I started going to local Narcotics Anonymous meetings, and those people just reached out to me and loved me because I was a runner. And today, I don't run from anything.
To get help now, visit seethesignsky.com.
New York Times best-selling author Andy Andrews is releasing his most exciting book yet.
Until now, the strategies explained in my new book have only been available to a specific few. In fact, I signed contracts with 3 different corporations that kept me from publishing the material. During the past several years, the processes and action plans in this book have been generating absolutely unheard of, measurable results. But by the terms of my agreements, I was not allowed to reveal that these processes and plans even existed until now. Now, I can share and explain the concepts, complete with great stories and eye-popping proof. It's all in the book, The Bottom of the Pool.
The methods in Bottom of the Pool helped Fairway Independent Mortgage go from $5 billion to over $20 billion in just 3 years. Start thinking beyond your boundaries to achieve extraordinary results. Pre-order The Bottom of the Pool by Andy Andrews today.
Drums, please. Welcome back into Wildcat Sports Talk. This song, we played it so long on the Harris Way, it made me almost say that instead. So, let's head over to our phone lines and join our caller on the line. Are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
All right, we got CJ Johnson on the line. And CJ, how you doing? First off, how have you been, man? We haven't checked in with you in a little bit, so how you doing?
Man, I'm doing good, man. I'm just down here training, getting ready for what's to come. I'm supposed to be going to some program out here in Texas. Supposed to be leaving soon. I can't give you too many details, but I ain't got the contract yet. There's no details, but I'm just trying to keep alive, man. You know how it goes.
Man, that sounds pretty exciting stuff right there, man. You have to keep us updated.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm definitely gonna keep y'all updated.
Hey CJ, man, I've been keeping up with you. You know, we talk a lot on social media, and you come out with some videos, man. A little talk show thing you're doing on Facebook, and man, it's a lot of fun. I have a good time watching it. Has that been fun to do?
Yeah, man, and it's crazy. I actually need to get back on it because I was trying to. I was, you know, I felt like I was going to change the direction of the show because I felt like I was getting into the habit of just talking about people, and I didn't want to base my show on just talking about people because with me, I felt like I never know where I'm going to end up in life, so I don't want to be dissing or just, saying stuff about people that they don't want said and then try to work with them later. So I figured I'm going to try to come with a different direction with the show.
Yeah, don't want to burn no bridges anywhere. Yeah, you didn't want to burn no bridges anywhere, but it's funny, man. It's hilarious.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I definitely need to bring it back out, man. But yeah, just like you said, I didn't want to burn no future bridges.
Right, man, right.
To even get built. So.
Hey, man, let's jump right into it. What do you think about the Wildcats, man? I know we're all upset about that loss at Auburn, but what's your take on it?
Oh, man, honestly, we show signs that we can be a great team, but I feel like those signs is only shown early, and we was plagued with fumbles. We had fumble after fumble. I feel like we definitely gave them that game. They didn't just they beat us. They straight up beat us, but we straight up helped them with that win. And then we tried a couple trick plays. I just felt like we was just. It almost looked like it was the first game. You know what I'm saying? I just wish that we can come out strong. But that first game, it looked like we just came out a bunch of guys that was getting ready for their first game, and we got it handed to us. Auburn looked like they started practice during the season of Corona before we did.
That's right, man. They looked ready for us, and it was a heck of a ball game. And how big do you think the touchdown was before half that they didn't give us the touchdown? And I'd say you're like us, and you have eyes, so you think that it was a touchdown. And if so, man, how much did that change the momentum of the game?
Oh man, I honestly. It's hard to tell if it's easy to say that if it gave us that touchdown, the momentum of the game would have shifted. But at the end of the day, if you never know, because at the end of the day, they played how they played throughout the rest of the game. So the second half is what really shot us anyway. So
yeah,
from what I've seen, the second half is what really killed us. So I feel like even if we would have got that touchdown going into the second half. I mean, we still would have been shitty. Sorry for my language. We still would have been messed up if we would have came out playing that same way.
Man, I don't know if you can see it here, but we're watching some highlights, man, from your time at UK.
Yeah, I'm watching them too as we talk.
Yeah. It's funny, man. Like, I tried to pull up so much that I can, and it's great because there's plenty of them in there. I had to really thumb through a bunch of them because you got a lot of highlights online.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be able to be Googled?
Man, it's kind of good, kind of salty. I mean, kind of, because like when you're a person in my shoes, you know, it's not like I'm just some famous guy walking around. I'm kind of a known guy. So, you know, anytime you tell somebody your name, and you know, I still got my statutes, so people just tend to Google me. You know, so it's like you meet people. And they look at you one way, but then the next day they come back and it's like you're the best person that they ever met. And then you find out, oh, they done Googled me. So, you know, it's almost like you never get the genuine out of people, you know, because everybody got their agendas. You know, you meet people and they look you up and they think you're doing one. And I don't care who you are. Well, not who you are. That the people that don't really know how sports work, as soon as they look up my name and see that I got an NFL tag on it, I'm automatically rich, and I'm just holding out on people, and it's just like, man, you know what I mean? So, but it's fun at the same time. Because at the end of the day, you can tell people to Google you. So,
yeah,
got its perks.
Yeah. If you want to get into argument with anybody on sports, you just be like, "Hey, Google me."
Oh yeah, for sure. and you know, I definitely always use that as a reference. You know, anytime I'm telling somebody my credentials, I'm like, yeah, you know, you can just look me up, whoop de whoop, and yeah, I'm always shooting those credentials out if I have to. I'm not one of the people that, you know, Google me this, Google me that.
Yeah.
But if the time, you know, if it comes up and I'm able to say it, oh yeah, that's like a highlight moment.
Man, I gotta ask you, man, while we got you on here, to all the fans out there. What do you say to the fans that are getting really upset over one game? You know, let's fire this guy, let's bench this guy. What are we going to do? It's common, you know, when you get that upset. But just real quick, what is to the fans of what do you think about this Kentucky team? Can we right the ship?
I mean, I don't understand what the fans are expecting. We had a great team. We had a lot of players lost. I mean, this is not regular circumstances, you know. I mean, we played against a great team. It's not like we played against, you know, some MAC school or some, you know, a typical first game. You know, this is I believe there was ranked number 8.
Yeah, it's the eighth ranked team in the country, CJ. I mean, we
yeah,
you know,
you know, I mean that, but you know, people that don't really understand. It's two types of fans out there. It's fans that just love the game. I mean, that love the team football because it's their state, and it's people that love the game of football. The people that love the game of football, they understand that it's a process. It's a different process, and Coach Stoops is going to get them through. Because that's what he does. That's why he's still here. That's why he gets paid the big bucks. But to the fans that's just, you know, that like the team and that just they don't really care about the players. They don't really care about the coaches. They don't really care about the school. All they care about is the name Kentucky is winning. Those are the type of fans that you know, that's mad because the team lost. They only know about 3-4 players. I don't care what they think anyway. Because, you know, it's a group of fans that's paying to get in them stands right now, knowing that the coronavirus is out, and they know that, you know, football is a process sport. I mean, it's a process game. You know, everything don't go perfect even though you want it to. And when it's going, it's going. When it's clicking, it's clicking. When it's not, it's not. You know how fans are. They're going to get behind it as soon as it clicks, and them other games are going to be like they never happened anyway. So,
yeah.
I don't care what they say.
Well said. Listen, we got to get out the door here soon, but we really appreciate you coming on and talking with us, and we'd love to, you know, later on in the season kind of get your take and see where we stand, and as always, you know, it's always an honor to have you on the show, so we really appreciate it, CJ.
Oh yeah, sure, man. Anytime it's a game, you know, I'm ready to talk about it. So,
well, that's what I was going to tell you.
Y'all want to hear from me, and I'm here.
That's what I was going to tell you. We like to bring on former guys on game day too, on our pregame. So we'll try to get you on one pregame.
Oh yeah, you know how to get in contact with me. Just hit me up if I ain't busy, then I'm right on with you.
Sounds good, brother. Appreciate it.
Sounds good. You take care, CJ, and have a great night, and go Big Blue.
All right, man. Yes, sir. Go Big Blue. Y'all be safe, man.
All right. CJ Johnson here on Wildcat Sports Talk. So that's what we do, Tim. It's what we try to keep it rolling just like that. So
yep,
it's pretty simple. Hey, and just like that, man. Look at that.
I can't believe it's over, man. What in the world? I thought it was a break time or something.
Right out the door, it is break time for us. Because
Yeah.
guess what? The Harris Way coming up.
The
Corey
Harris Way.
Almond. For those of you who don't know who he is, he dropped 11 three-pointers on us against
11,
Kentucky
11
for
threes,
Sam Houston State
which is a Rupp Arena record.
in 2010. And that was against DeMarcus, John Wall.
Yeah.
That was against all those guys. So
And Ramon Harris.
there you go. And we're not, by the way, Brennan. Love you, though. But
We're not what?
we're not. We're not. Hey, cool. Join us on the next show. We love you, man. But we'd love to have to talk to you. I'd love to have you call us, by the way. 859-428-8419. We're not copying KSR. We're trying to be our own thing. Come on, man. Give us a break. I love it. You're listening to Wildcat Sports Talk. Hey, you know what?
Hey, we're getting ready to go to a player ran show like KS. No, wait a minute. They don't do that, do they?
No, not at all.
Never mind. They don't have a player hosting the show.
And by the way, just by the way, and I know I've gone over. I really don't care. I gotta get this guy. Here's the thing. For the record, just so you know, we're on 2 nights a week. 1 and 2. We do have something hosted by a former player, by the way. And 3, we're not KSR. So.
Hey, all I know in the Big Blue Nation, there's a lot of love to go around. There's a lot to talk about sports, and we're all like a family. So hey.
And I know we've
but
made
I tell
it.
you what, watch long enough, and you'll see the differences.
And I know we've made it because you know why?
What?
We've got haters.
I love it.
Love
I
it.
love it.
Let's do it. I can't even get over it.
Hey,
You're gonna drop that into the
Hey,
last
I tell you
minute.
what. Hey, here's a great idea. Stay tuned and ask Ramon Harris a question.
I would love that. 859-428-8419. That's the number, by the way. It's also different than KSR. You're listening to Wildcat Sports Talk.